I broke a Guinness World Record. Here are some common misconceptions and things I wish I would have known before breaking the record. First off, there are so many records out there. So when you see that Guinness World Record book, that's not all the records. There are tons more out there. So you can break a record and not be in the book. In fact, probably most record breakers don't actually make it to the book. Think of the book as like the highlights. Next is you might not actually meet anybody from Guinness World Records in person. You probably won't unless you pay. For my record, for example, I never met anybody from Guinness World Records. The people from Guinness World Records are called adjudicators. So if you want an adjudicator to be present for breaking of your record, you have to pay for them. Since I broke my record when I was just a high school student, I didn't have a budget to pay for the adjudicator. So my other option was to get my own witnesses. So my witnesses were the principal of my high school and the editor-in-chief of our local newspaper. They were both respected authorities who witnessed me breaking the record, verified what they saw. They had to sign all kinds of paperwork and swear that I actually broke the record in front of them. And that's how it worked. I didn't have to pay. They were my free witnesses. Something else I had to learn the hard way was the paperwork. Breaking the record was tough enough, but nothing could prepare me for the giant stack of paperwork that I had to fill out and send to the UK. The cost of mailing all that paperwork overseas was actually my biggest expense in breaking the record. Next is how long it took for me to actually get my certificate. So from the time that I broke the record to the time that I got the certificate, about an entire year had gone by. I didn't know that I was an official world record breaker until I got that certificate. They had emailed me back a few times and said, hey, you're in consideration, and told me when I passed different steps of the process of getting certified. But there was no official email saying, hey, congrats, you're a record breaker. That came when I got this in the mail. Which, man, there was no better feeling than seeing that in the mailbox. So I'm kind of glad they didn't tell me via email. Although another fun fact, when they send you the certificate in the mail, they only send you the certificate. Yes, it has that cool seal on it, and it's official, but I went to the dollar store and purchased this frame that's on it, because they sent it in like what you send posters in, you know, that cylindrical kind of wrapping. Yeah, that's how they sent this. I actually tried to break several records, starting when I was like 8 years old. At age 8, I was part of a group that tried to make the world's largest balloon crown, but we didn't really know what we were doing. And even though I think we technically made it, we didn't know how to fill out the paperwork and all that. Then when I was searching for this record, I was trying to make another record, and somebody broke that record as I was doing it. I knew that there was no way that I could break the record. So if you are trying to break a record, you might wind up going through a few different ones before you find the one that you can actually break. I love all things world record breaking, so let me know if you have any other questions.